okay, but he is not here. But before we leave, Master Hammer of Llama Temple has a chat with us, as both Hammer and Ivan are Jupiter adepts. She teaches Ivan the Reveal Psy-Energy, which shows any local illusions, hidden chests, or secret doors. She says we'll need this to cross the desert, if we ever want to do that for any reason. You can actually use Reveal directly outside to discover this lone rock is actually a chest, and I love that. Give the player a new mechanic and have it be immediately relevant. Reveal is a strange spell though. It has a very short range and a time limit, and if you walk outside of the revealed area, the spell ends and things go back to normal. This will matter later. So we head back to Alpine Crossing and find Sue. He is stuck under a boulder, and we can't get him out, but we can use Reveal to find a secret door in the mountainside, head through this passage, and then use Lift to free him from the boulder. Sue thanks us and mentions he saw a strange group of creepy-looking people with 2 hostages running south across the desert, so we have a lead. But just before running off, we let Master Hammer of Llama Temple know that Sue is alright, and then for some reason it's heavily implied that Master Hammer is Ivan's mum, although that never gets expanded on in this game. So off to the desert, which is so hot the screen goes all wibbly, and you actually have a heat meter. Walking on the sand causes this to rise, and as it creeps up, your party will complain. If this fills up all the way, you'll all take a large chunk of damage. The only way to reset this heat meter is to jump into an oasis, but there aren't any. Well, unless you use Reveal. Every oasis is found inside a ring of stones, and this is super important because it's teaching the player use Reveal whenever you see a ring of something, and you'll likely find something inside it. This design is continued later. Just be careful you don't accidentally reveal an antlion trap, because these are pretty hard to kill. The desert is the largest open map. We find several more djinns, run across some sand waterfalls which slowly slide you down as you go, and then Reveal shows us the way into the desert caves, guarded by a Manticore boss. And this is the moment you really need to learn the combat system, because bosses are done playing around. Bosses will now heal, they will defend themselves, they will lock your psi energies off, they will reduce your defense. From this point on, fights are genuinely trying to kill you, not just let you feel powerful. With access to 4 air djinns finally, we can summon Thor, mighty god of lightning. Make it through the game's first desert, there are more. Head north and run around this little bit of land for a while until another wild djinn appears, but from here on, enemies have a new tactic. Reinforcements can now join enemies mid-battle. Now this can be super annoying, because if you select a multi-target psi energy and then a new enemy appears, your attack will not hit that new enemy even though they are technically in range. Attacks only affect enemies who are on the field when you select the attack. With the djinn found, we arrive at the rather rich town of Kale. This town was founded and run by the mayor, Merchant Lord Hammett. He was the rich merchant earlier leading the caravan we saw back at the start, the guy who left Ivan at the town of Volt to search for the magic rock.